here this afternoon at Glenwood School, which is a special educational needs school in Benfleet in Essex. We've been working with Glenwood now for the past 2 years, where we've delivered a number of construction-based training projects.
When I initially contacted Anthony, we started off with simple projects like I fancied them doing bricklaying, so they all had a go at like mixing up the cement, didn't they?
We did some bricks, did cement.
We had a taster day to start off, but then I think we very quickly realised the potential that some of the learners had and how much they enjoyed it and how much they were able to do independently.
What we've done, we've laid out these to fit, so we lay them back out in the same order. Yeah.
Martin has been a regular trainer, and then sometimes Dave comes along as well, and yeah, equally, you know, they've got a fantastic relationship with the learners and the staff. I mean, initially we felt that we needed to give the staff a lot of instruction, but I think now, because of the relationship that they've got with Martin and the understanding that they've got about you know, what we're doing and what we're trying to achieve, that it's very much everybody is involved as a team. So I think that's part of why it's worked so well.
They've built a great relationship with our trainer, where we know all of the students and we know exactly what their capabilities are, we know exactly what they can do, what they want to do, what we want to push them to be able to do, and to really, you know, deliver this provision and deliver this training in a manner that really suits each and every learner that we work with.
They get used to the same person coming in. I mean, Andrew will say Martin's coming in this afternoon because he knows that I'm coming, where he might not be so comfortable if someone else turn up. We do this here outside because we find the outside environment, we're bringing them out of the classroom, it's something slightly different. I mean, it's not just the guys we're training, it's the people walking through and the students and the learners walking through from other classes now know me, and it's, all right Martin, how you doing? We literally get into those like lots of people around the school.
Oh, Asher's just in his element, he loves it. Don't you, Asher?
Clamp that one in and cut it. That one, we cut it on a saw over there, and where that one fix is right on that line there, like that in the middle.
It really does come down to the attitude, the approach of the person, you know, how they put themselves across, how they talk to the learners, you know, their tone of their voice, their body language and everything.
Well, we put that up last week, didn't you? You helped Dave put that up last week.
And all the learners, you know, have got 100% trust in Martin, and you know, he's got this consistent attitude all the time. So yeah, I think that's what's helped make it work so well.
When we first started, we was unsure what we was dealing with. Really, we came in, we discussed what we could do and what we couldn't do. First project we done with the guys was we actually done the planters over there, the raised planters. We were able to get the wheelchairs underneath. It worked out really well. We've done it with a group of about 8. So it'll literally, you'll get on here and they can just squeeze the end and it'll go.
Over the past 2 years, Martin has got to know all the needs and what sort of support each individual learner needs. So this year he's devised projects according to their level of ability and their interests and the amount of support that they need. So some of the workbenches are set up so that the learners are able to work independently, giving them much more autonomy, much more involvement in the design of what they're making, and obviously, you know, increases their self-esteem because they actually feel part of the project and they're designing it.
So it's going up there, is it?
Yeah, it's going on this bench. Basically what we're doing is we're just doing a series of pipes. They're going to be alternating colours from black and white, fixed between 2 pieces of wood. The wood's going to have holes drilled all to the correct depth. It's what Debbie's just doing now.
Check how deep it is. Because we wanted them all the same depth, we got Matthew to put a stick in and draw a line, so we had a marker for him, so that each time he stops he can put the stick in to see if he's got to go down any further with the drill.
Problem solving, working with others, you know, they're working very in close contact with learners and staff, so yeah, lots of key skills, and the tasks that they're doing are set up according to the different levels of the learners, so they're all able to achieve something.
It's great for the students. I mean, they just, you know, appreciate the help that they get and gets them doing something practical, and they feel as though they're achieving something all the time, so it's absolutely brilliant.
It's good for their concentration, and I think that with our help, it helps them concentrate and focus on doing something well, doing a job well.
So they can cut all the pipes to the same length. all them fix on it. What we're going to do is we're actually going to have almost like a handle to go along, so they can literally rattle along it like a xylophone and make a noise. So not only has they got the tactile touch bit, but they've also got a noise element to it that they can do as well.
Self-esteem and also level of involvement and independent sort of like involvement from the learners. So and I think from some learners we saw that some of them definitely had a flair for this kind of work, didn't we?
Yeah, they really enjoyed it.
Yay!
You like Martin, don't you? Makes you laugh, doesn't
Yes, make me laugh, it does. Yeah, lots of fun. Thank you.
We're now bringing it right the way up. So with a bit of aid and encouragement, you know, they're being able to make something that's a bit more practical to actually stay in the school and be used for the school's purposes.
My name is Kieran Neary. I am sanding this wood. It keeps it smooth and soft. I like doing woodwork. I might have plenty of help from the boss. I think he's a good teacher. He is a bit helpful. He's a bit helpful to me. It's like being on TV.
I think that sense of ownership of what they're making, there's an increase in independence, things that, you know, they probably thought previously that they would have needed support to do, even physical support, where now actually lots of them are like using a drill independently, which is definitely something that I never thought that they would ever be able to do. You know, I'd worried about that, but now they're independently measuring up, using saws, drilling. So I think they're getting a lot of, you know, confidence, self-esteem.
It's fantastically rewarding to see the students enjoying themselves so much, to see, you know, students that have had some really tough challenges to overcome in their lives, and they just come into the courses, they're so pleasant to work with, they're so motivated, they really enjoy what they do, and you can really see the value of what we're doing with them.
We've just now got to sort a few more tools out for them. They're now picking out the tools and using the iPad to show what tools is required. We all need the drill. That's it. And that one, we get the drill bit out. We have still got some learners that are hand over hand, and literally some of them you've got to hold the tool in their hand and do the motions for them. But some of them now have progressed from that and are actually doing bits by themselves. You know, they can hold a saw, they can hold a screwdriver, you know, all sorts.
What they get out of it is just lovely to see. And the finished product, they say, we made the bench over there, and we made that in a day, and it was just all of them working as a team, all made separate bits, and for them to see the end product was really, really good.
We've made toolboxes with them, doors, shelves.
Yeah, they made the shelves.
Latches, locks.
Yeah, and with every project, they start right at the very beginning, so they do the measuring and the cutting of the wood, don't they? So their level of skill has increased way beyond what I thought, you know, they would ever be able to do, to be honest.
Hopefully it changes people's perception and they can actually do things that a lot of people don't think they can do. So you've been so excited today, haven't you?
That's it.
I'd recommend it for any of the kids with special needs.